Hi everyone, welcome to MEQ Academy's Social Emotional Learning section. I'm Chetna Singh, I'm a kids and parents life coach. So the topic today is dealing with anxiety in children. So what causes anxiety in children? Before we go to the method how to deal with anxiety, we should know what actually causes anxiety in children. So for most of the kids, childhood can be full of fun, laughter, and enjoyment. However, a few kids suffer from anxiety disorder and struggle to overcome it even when they grow. Research says the onset of anxiety among children is at the age of 7 years. There are multiple factors that may cause worry and anxiety for kids of different ages. Anxiety may seem ordinary to some of the parents and they might take it lightly in the beginning, but when overlooked, it may create a lot of problems in the child's life. And especially when they grow up, then this anxiety can increase and it can really create problem in their life. So, what are some of the common childhood anxiety issues? So, why children can feel anxious, or what are those reasons by which they can just have this anxiety? So, fear of darkness. So, this is one of the most common thing that little children are they are often afraid of darkness. However, some of these common issues vanishes as they grow up, like fear of darkness. When they will grow up, then they will not they will not be afraid of this darkness. Fear of monsters, this is again something which can be seen among the children of 3 to 8 9 years of children. So because they believe that there are monsters, there are ghosts, but as they grow, this fear can also vanish. Fear of heights, animals, and closed spaces. So these things can stay with many of the children even when they become adult. Separation anxiety, it mostly happens within parents and toddlers. So many times we have seen preschoolers, nursery students, or KG students. They become anxious when their parents leave them in the school. So this kind of anxiety happens mostly in infants and toddlers. And again, when they grow up, it vanishes. Worrying about the school and class. So this happens with school children. This happens with little children from the age of 6 to maybe 12, 13 years old. Worrying for exams, exam reports, and debates. This is again for the schoolgoers. They become anxious of their exams, exam reports, and debates. Anxiety caused by bullying. So many children becomes they are a victim of bullying, and they become anxious, and they face lots of anxiety, and they avoid going to such places where they are bullied. Worrying about getting scolded by parents and teachers. So sometimes, there is an environment in maybe in the school or maybe in the family where children are scolded where they are, literally very much abused physically also, and children do not get any kind of freedom to talk, to, put their opinions. There is no open conversation between parents and children. In such environment, children get anxious, and, later on, they also get many panic attacks, and these kind of things happens in such families. Anxiety due to public speaking. So this is also common fear or anxiety when people do not want to speak publicly, or they are afraid of speaking in public. Anxiety anxiety because of being left out. So this is also a common cause of anxiety when children feel that they will be left out, and they really become anxious due to this. Some of the common signs and symptoms of anxiety in children. So many times, not even the parents of children, they do not identify whether it is anxiety or some regular behavior of child. So these are some of the symptoms by which, parents or teachers can really identify whether the child is going through anxiety or not. So aggression, which can lead to anger. See, aggression, sometimes children show aggression. Mainly, we can see, this thing is common among teenagers. But if there is a regular aggression in their behavior, every time they are aggressive, whenever they are talking, they are doing everything aggressively, they are very rude to people, then there is something which is bothering them. Maybe there are some deep emotions which need to be handled. Irritability and frustration. If a child is continuously irritable because of something, if you say something, he gets irritated, he is frustrated due to something, then also there are some stuck emotions. There are some, reasons beneath. those emotions, beneath these behaviors, which need to be handled again. Bedwetting, if bedwetting, child is really big, 9, 10 years old, when he's doing this thing, then there might be anxiety. Avoiding certain situation, if child is clearly avoiding certain situation, do not want to go to school, do not want to play, do not want to mix up with people, so these kind of things are happening with the child, then there might be anxiety. Social withdrawal, again, if a child is does not want to mix up with people, does not want to go out, and do not want to make friends, then this kind of social anxiety or social withdrawal is need to be handled. Headache, if a child is continuously complaining of headache, then there is something which needs to be focused on. Chest pain in severe conditions, so this is something, when anxiety is very severe, then the child might feel chest pain. Lack of concentration and difficulty in learning, so these kind of things happen when child is anxious or worried due to something. So these are some of the symptoms by which you can identify whether a child is going through anxiety or not. If these symptoms are regular, continuous, then it needs to be handled. So dealing with anxiety, see, if anxiety is normal and it can be controllable at home, then these are some of the simple activity by which you can really handle your child's anxiety. So to address anxiety, children must recognize that they may be experiencing it. So first of all, I would say that children are not aware of this word anxiety. So they must know that okay, they are anxious, they are worried due to some reasons, so they are not aware of it, so we have to make them aware. So acknowledging this emotion is a key step in minimizing its impact. So any emotion, if we need to manage or handle an emotion, we need to acknowledge it, we need to name it. As soon as we start naming the emotion, we actually it helps to gain a control over that particular emotion. And anxiety is also an emotion. And whenever children are worried about something, whenever they are anxious about something, we need to tell them that it is okay to feel anxious, it is okay to feel worried about something. And at such situation, you do not have to hesitate, but you need to seek assistance from your parents, siblings, maybe your teachers, or someone who is bigger than you. They can be a valuable resource in helping you confront the fears that might be causing your anxiety. So many fears are in children that are causing anxiety. Sometimes sitting idly, doing nothing over an extended period can lead to feelings of anxiety. It is always advisable to plan your day by your priorities. So many times during vacations or holiday, children get bored and they do nothing. Either they are playing on their mobile or they are just watching TV, doing nothing. They do not have any hobby. They do not have anything, to do creatively. So at such time, they can also, a sense of anxiety, a feeling of anxiety can develop. So they need to plan their day. They need to prioritize their work. If you are deeply engrossed and motivated in certain activities, if you really want to do music classes, you want to paint, you want to do certain hobbies or activities, consider scheduling them during times when you can take a mental break or focus on other tasks. Stay connected with your friends and open up about your emotions and thoughts. So we need to tell children that the more you will open up with your emotions and thoughts, the more you will the less you will feel anxious or worried. So you have to share your emotions with people. You have to share your thoughts, whatever thoughts are bothering you, whatever fear is bothering you. You need to tell these things to someone. Sharing with them can be a powerful way to divert your attention from worries. Engage yourself in some outdoor plays like play. Outdoor plays are much more better than indoor plays. Go for a walk, laugh, dance, exercise, listen to music, and develop some hobby. So what could we take away after doing this session, after telling these things to the children? Children will gain an understanding of anxiety and be more likely to recognize and address it when they experience it. They will begin to openly discuss their emotion and acquire the skills to gradually manage them as they continue to grow and develop. So after this, you can ask this question like, what did you learn today? Have you ever felt anxious and why? Now, whether they can identify that they feel anxious sometimes or not, how do you manage to fix your anxiety? Do you think we need to learn methods to deal with anxiety? So these are some of the reflection questions. You can ask your own questions too. So this was all for today. We would love to chat with you. You can just WhatsApp us or you can call us. You can write email to us and you can visit our website. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more updates on social emotional learning. You can also subscribe to our weekly SEL activity for classroom. So goodbye for now. Thank you. Have a good day.